setbacks into strength. There comes a moment in every person's life when the world feels unbearably heavy, when the dreams that once burned so brightly begin to flicker, and the fire that once pushed you forward starts to fade. Maybe you've been betrayed, maybe you failed, maybe you've tried your hardest, and life still knocked you down. But I want you to know this: you were never meant to stay down. You were built to rise again. The very fact that you're still breathing, still here, still fighting to understand why you had to go through what you did, that's proof that your story isn't over. You were made for more. You see, pain is not your punishment. It's your preparation. Every storm you've weathered was not meant to destroy you, but to strengthen you. Life has this way of stripping away everything we thought we needed until all that remains is the truth, who we really are and what we're truly capable of. When everything around you is falling apart, that's when you begin to discover the power that lives within you. You may not see it yet, but every trial you've endured has been shaping the foundation for something greater. Every person who has ever achieved greatness has walked through darkness. They faced failure, heartbreak, disappointment, and doubt. But what separated them from those who gave up was one simple thing. They didn't stay down. They rose again. They stood back up even when the world counted them out. They found the courage to believe again when it made no sense to. They understood that falling isn't failing, staying down is. You might be in a season right now where nothing makes sense. You're trying, you're praying, you're working, and still the doors keep closing. But don't be fooled by delay. Delay is not denial. Sometimes God has to close one door to lead you to the right one. Sometimes you have to lose what you thought was everything to discover that you already have everything you need inside of you. When life tests you, it's not because you're weak, it's because you're strong enough to handle it. You were chosen for this path, not because it's easy, but because you have the spirit of a warrior. Warriors don't run from the fire. They walk through it. They understand that the only way to grow is to be refined. That pain is a teacher, not a punishment. That pressure doesn't crush diamonds, it creates them. So, when you feel like giving up, remember who you are. Remember the moments you thought you wouldn't make it and somehow did. Remember the nights you cried and still got up the next morning. You are not fragile. You are fierce. You are not defeated. You are developing. Every setback is a setup for a comeback, and every heartbreak is planting the seed for healing, strength, and wisdom. You must stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start saying, what is this trying to teach me? Because every challenge carries a message, and every hardship has hidden growth within it. When you shift your mindset from victim to victor, your life begins to transform. The same mountain that once intimidated you will become the platform you stand on to inspire others. There will be people who doubt you, who criticize you, who walk away when you need them most. Not let them. Because not everyone is meant to walk with you into your next chapter. Some people were only assigned to your journey long enough to teach you something about yourself. And sometimes losing them is the greatest gain you'll ever experience because it clears space for people who are aligned with your purpose, your peace, and your future. You have to make a decision right now that no matter what happens, you will rise, that you will not let fear, pain, or doubt dictate your story, that you will look at your scars not as reminders of what broke you, but as proof of what you survived. Scars are symbols of victory, not defeat. They say, I've been through the fire, but I'm still here. I may be bruised, but I'm unbreakable. And let me tell you something, your best days are not behind you. They are still ahead. The dream you thought was lost is not dead. It's just waiting for you to rise again and claim it. The person you used to be needed to fall apart so that the person you're becoming could emerge. Transformation requires letting go. Growth demands surrender. You cannot step into your future while still clinging to your past. This is your time, not when everything is perfect, not when the pain is gone, but right now, in the middle of the chaos, in the middle of the uncertainty, in the middle of rebuilding yourself. This is the time to trust the process, to trust the timing, and most importantly, to trust yourself. You have survived 100% of your worst days. You have risen from things that should have broken you. You have power, purpose, and potential beyond what you can see. The world is waiting for your light. Someone out there needs your story, your strength, your voice. When you rise, you don't just lift yourself. You give others permission to rise too. You become the proof that it's possible to start again, that it's possible to rebuild after loss, to heal after heartbreak, to smile after sorrow. So stand tall, breathe deep, let go of what was, and make space for what's coming. You are not finished. You are just getting started. The storm may have changed you, but it did not destroy you. You are wiser, stronger, and more resilient than ever before. Rise again, not as the person who fell, but as the person who learned to fly.